better this time and not going in and out. If I still have mic problems and I'm going in and out, I'll end this live and then we'll try again in 2 weeks. But hopefully it'll work. Fingers crossed. I'll just wait for someone to join the live and tell me what the sound is like. Just wait for someone to join. Okay. So Black Wave, can you let me know if you can hear me okay, if the sound is still going in and out? Let me know. Is it still going in and out? You can hear me? Okay. Is it better, Dave? Or is it still going in and out? Seems great now. Okay, cool. Right, okay. I don't know where that bacon person's gone. Thank you. Thank you. All good. Brilliant. I don't know what happened there. It's because this is like the Rode mic for 2 mics, but the kids have my kids have hidden the other one, so I've only got one, which is a pain in the ass. I've tried turning the house upside down to find out where it is, but no idea. Problem when you've got children. They take things and frickin' hide them everywhere. So I had to cut the other one, but this seems to have fixed it, which is good. So for those that you don't know, at a slaughterhouse called Pilgrims, just outside Bristol, a place called Westerly. And we are going to be showing footage of the trucks as they come in. We just had one on the last stream. I had to end it, and we had a troll on there going, bacon. Yeah. I've not always been vegan, and I think a lot of us vegans need to remember that when we get these trolls coming on and they're going, bacon, or you look like a hippie, or whatever, trying to fucking insult you, like calling that chip guy gay and stuff, like that's an insult. Not at all. We need to remember that we weren't always vegan, and I'll tell you the kind of meat eater I was. I used to tag my vegan friend, or vegetarian friend, sorry, in a burger of like a bleeding cow burger, and I tag my vegetarian friends in that. So I was one of those meat eaters, vile human. Do you know what? I forgot to check the number plate on that fucking truck. See if I can catch it later on the live. I'll scroll on and have a look. That's probably like got all their body parts they can't use in the top of it. All the sludge and waste in their insides that can't be used. Oh, gross. Absolutely gross. Please press 1 if you're vegan, 2 if you're vegan curious, and 3 if you're an animal abuser. Back because you want to hear me out. Okay. Thanks, Mars. Thanks for saying that. I love you too, Andrew. Right, so you want to hear me out. So, those pigs that were in that truck that you were going, bacon to, they are 6 months old. And less than some of them. They'll be sent into there, and they'll be sent round the back, which is just behind where that Pilgrim sign is, and lowered into a gas chamber where it will be filled with CO2 gas, and they'll be lowered in there, and it'll pumped full of gas until they pass out. The pigs struggle and scream. If you haven't seen footage of this, check out Joey Carbstrong's video Pignorant on his YouTube channel, which shows the inside where they put cameras in the slaughterhouse and inside the gas chambers to show what happens to the pigs when they're in there. They struggle, they can't breathe, they tear off their trotters, and yeah, they pass out from not breathing. It takes them a while. So how long does it take them, Dave? I've forgotten. Is it 5 minutes? Or is it less than that? Or more than that? Of them suffocating? No thank you, cook. I don't want to. I ate meat for 40 years. I did eat meat animals for 40 years. And I've been vegan for 9 years this August, and I've been an animal rights activist for 8 years this September. I was active before on Facebook posts, but not doing stuff like this. I wasn't doing street activism or outside slaughterhouses and things like that. So, but yeah, I did eat meat. And I used to be like you. What is your name? Cookie Scoop. I used to be like you. Eat more meat. We had my husband's cousin living with us, and he was like vegetarian mostly. I think he ate a bit of fish, maybe white meat or something. And I was like, why are you vegetarian? You need to get this, you need to get your nutrients. Where are you going to get your protein from? All of that sort of bollocks, I used to say, because I had no idea. Hiya, Mike. Good morning from Essex. Welcome. Mick. Sorry, not Mike, Mick. Yeah, where are you getting your protein from? You need to have like meat for health, you know, your healthy diet, and have a balanced diet and stuff. And I'd worry about him being balanced. And now he still eats animals, and he still just eats white meat, and I've been vegan for 9 years. It's crazy. I got a friend that were from years ago, and she was vegetarian. She tried to get me to watch Earthlings, and I was like, no, I don't want to watch it. All my food is organic, all my meat's organic, and I know where my meat's sourced from, and they live a good life, and I was doing all of that bullshit. And I wouldn't watch it, and now I'm an animal rights activist, been vegan 9 years, and she is no longer a vegetarian. She eats animals, and she questions me. She tries to trip me up all the time. What about your coat? What about this? What about that? What about your hair dye? All of that sort of stuff. Pixie for future reference, in case I forget, whenever a stream glitches out, Micah, she's just closed the app. Don't hit end. Ah! Okay. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks, Dave. You'll have to teach me how to do that. We'll have to have a call later, because I couldn't find that. I tried to go back into it. But it's all right. But yeah, we'll see. I'll learn to do that next time. But yeah, anyway, so she's not vegan. She's not vegetarian anymore. She eats animals. I had another friend who was vegetarian, and she begged her parents to get her a leather coat. And I remember saying to her at the time, and I was about 23, 24, so I definitely wasn't a vegan then. I was definitely a meat eater. And I said, why is it okay to wear animals, but it's not okay to eat them when you need to eat them to survive? Because that's what I thought. But you don't need to wear a fashioned leather coat to survive, not in this country. Why? I didn't understand it. I couldn't understand her logic behind wanting that leather coat, but not wanting to eat animals. I could never, even then, didn't understand it. Tell you another thing I remember doing as well, when I was a meat eater. I said about, like, you know, if I ever got pregnant, I'd use my breast milk and make cheese out of it. And loads of people were like, oh, that's disgusting. But why is that not okay? Like, we're, you know, why is it not okay? We are humans to drink or eat milk from another human, but it's okay to do it from another animal. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. The more animal products you eat, the higher risk. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Prevention, not cure. Just don't eat them. Like, I've reduced my heart defect that I was born with. I've got congenital heart disease. Mr. Paul Vlogs, shout out to you. I don't know what you do, mate. What's your channel about? Is it about veganism? If it's about eating meat, then I ain't going to shout it out. If it's a carnist one, I'm not going to shout it out. For those of you who don't know where I am outside Pilgrim Slaughterhouse. When a truck comes in, we are going to be... Oh, look, they're changing the bins now. At the start of my other stream, I showed you the rubbish that was left on the floor, which is over there. I'll show you again quickly. Absolutely disgusting. And obviously, they've seen me out here. They've seen me out here, and they're clearing it up now and changing the bins. Let me show you. Look at the state of this. Absolute hell for it. And we're surrounded. We're in the middle of the country where there's loads of wildlife. So this might be a fox that has done this. But I've seen people in the street just walking past a bin and chucking food on the floor. But they're cleaning it up now. Must have seen me filming it earlier. It's gross. Don't care about the animals at all. Because that's wildlife that affects. Oh, shit. Sorry for the swearing. Sorry for the swearing. I am a potty mouth, unfortunately. If you don't like swearing, you better leave this channel because I swear like a freaking sailor. Yeah, not surprising, and people trust places like this, yeah. The thing is, it's like birds and things like that, they're the ones that are going to get damaged. I'm going to get my tripod bag in a minute. Yeah, like birds, foxes, there's loads of birds around here. When we used to do vigils here, there was a lady I used to do vigils with, and she used to bring bird feeders. And did you see my previous comment? Sorry, let me just have a look. I understand where you're coming from and what your views are. They want someone who hunts a herd and they only hunt older animals and use the meat themselves. Theoretically, someone in Alaska. Is that where you are? Are you in Alaska? Chicken does taste good. Animals taste good. Taste doesn't, you know, the taste pleasure does not mean more than their lives, their innocent lives. So Mars, are you in Alaska? Is that where you live? Or are you somewhere in the UK? So you're in New Zealand. I'm not, but I'm just curious what your views are on that. There are vegans in Alaska though, because there are supermarkets in Alaska, and not everyone lives remotely. Do you live remotely and hunt? Is that where you are? Is that what your life is? Because if it's not, I'll talk to you about where you are in your life situation. And if a hunter comes on here and they are in Alaska, then I'll speak to them about that. Or I'll set them up with a hunter that I know is an ex-hunter and went vegan, and they can have a conversation with that person about it, because I've never hunted. So one thing I could never have done is killed an animal, even before. Yeah, I just think that if it's practical and possible then to be vegan, then be vegan. Vegan cheese is the biggest letdown. It depends. Where are you in the UK? Must be, because of your tag. So what vegan cheeses have you tried? Have you tried all of them? Like every single vegan cheese that's available in the market? Or have you just tried one or two and thought, nah, that's it, I'm done? And are you vegan yourself? And one UK. Are you vegan yourself or not? Mars, I hope that answers your question. I mean, I'm happy to talk to you about your life situation and where you are based in the world, and if you are 100 miles from your nearest like supermarket and you can't get food at your local place, and you're in an area where you can't grow vegetables, and then yeah, I'll happily speak to you about that. I just eat no cheese. There are lots of other foods. That's right, Wes. There are loads of other foods. If someone's in a survival situation, you'd understand, yeah. But exactly, like I said, it's about doing what's practical and possible. And if it's not practical and possible for you to be vegan, then we'll try and find a way. But yeah, but we're not in a survival situation. I live in a big city. I have a plethora of supermarkets around me where I go in and buy my products. I'm not hunting. There are people. I've got a friend who's an ex-hunter and is now vegan. Double tap the screen. Okay. There are loads of others. You don't need to eat cheese. When we first went vegan, we tried the cheeses and they were vomit. They were absolutely gross. But we just decided to not eat any cheese for like 6 months, and then we tried them and they've come on so much in the last 9 years. They're amazing. How do you reckon someone starting off with veganism? Check out Challenge 22, Chloe. Go to Challenge 22. Dave, can you... Loads of other people going vegan at the same time together, so everyone's supporting each other. You get assigned your own mentor, so you'll be supporting people. A vegan will be supporting you on that page on how to go vegan. They've got nutritionists on there, they've got dietitians, they give you meal plans, they tell you where to buy your vegan clothes, all of that sort of stuff. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, follow that link. Follow that link. Also, Dave, because we're still waiting for a truck, can you put a link into 3 movies so people that are on here can watch that, and that might inspire them to go vegan. M&S has just started a nut-based almond cheese. Ah, okay. I will check that out. Hi, Michael. How are you anyway? Not seen you for a while. Yeah, challenge22.com. It's loads of support on there. And then, yeah, if you check out 3 movies, there's loads of other links on there. So Viva do help there as well. You can try Veganuary. Even though it's March, I think they've still got active like support and help on there as well. It's not just in January, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hopefully there'll be a truck that comes down soon and you'll be able to see that and maybe go vegan when you see these innocent babies being killed. Well, you won't see them being killed, but you'll see them in the truck about to go into slaughter. They kill 3,000 pigs here a day. 3,000 pigs a day. 19,000 a week apparently they kill. Yep, take a screenshot if you can't access the link. Yes, definitely. Or Chloe, message me on Instagram if you want, and I can send you any links that you need. So my Instagram handle is exactly the same as my YouTube, Vegan Pixie Warrior, and I'll be happy to help you out and give you some support on that. What vegetable would you recommend someone just starting on their vegan journey? Oh my God, there's too many to recommend. There's over 2,000 plants that we can eat on this planet. I think it might be more than that actually. I love broccoli. I love asparagus. My kids love broccoli, cabbage, asparagus, celery, carrots. I'm a predator. You're a predator. So, right, what vitamins do you need from animals that you can't get from plants? That's what I'd like to know. I'm just going to put my do not disturb on. I'm getting loads of messages. Popular bean, I am. Why do I feel like you're not just ignoring my messages now because you don't know how to respond? Right, sorry, what message? I'm sorry, there's a lot on here. Let me have a look. The thing is, I have to get close to see. I responded to your one about hunting. I already responded. I can't see any other messages on here. Can't see any other. So I'm sorry, Mars, but I can't see the other ones. I've answered the one about hunting. I've asked what your situation is, and I've also said if it's a matter of survival, that's a different factor, isn't it? But I do know that there are vegans in Alaska, so I know that it's possible. Would you rather learn how to fly, be a spy, or always know why? I think I'd like to learn how to fly. Oh no, I don't know. Always know why. Always know why meat eaters abuse animals and be able to talk them out of that. I have vegan fish and chips. We have Fish and Chip Friday on a Friday evening. My husband goes to the chippy and gets chips, and I cook the vegan fish at home in the air fryer, which is made out of tofu and also some nori sheets. So I make it myself at home. So there's no missing out. You just have the vegan version. You don't have to miss out on anything. All you're missing out on is not contributing towards the cruelty. You're cooking chicken. Well done for you. I used to cook chicken as well, but then I saw that it was wrong. Dance in the rain. All these meats. Look, the thing is, Nathan Gilbert, I used to eat meat. You're not triggering me. I haven't been vegan. I wasn't born vegan. I used to eat animals. There are so many vegan fish products out there. But yeah, I used to eat animals. Animals taste nice. Definitely. Definitely. Other than being cruel, why is meat bad? Right, okay, so there's the cruelty to animals, first of all. There's the unnecessary killing. Someone times out that Nathan, silly bean that he is. There's a cruelty to animals. There's an unnecessary death and killing of them before their life is due to end anyway, because they're killed really young. A lot of them killed as babies. So chickens are killed at about 6 weeks old. Pigs are killed at 6 months. Cows, if they're calves from the dairy industry, they're killed like a few days after being born. If they're dairy calves, then they're killed at like 4 years rather than 25. So that's the main reason for the animals, the torture and the death and the cruelty. But there are the health benefits. So most of the people that are in hospitals with cancer or heart disease, diabetes, these are all caused by eating animal products. You think of other things like COVID caused by animals, chickenpox caused by animals, flu caused by animals, bird flu caused by animals. All of these things are caused from animal agriculture. I think it's like 3 out of 4 of these zoonotic diseases or diseases are zoonotic diseases caused by animals. So that's the other reason. So you've got the animal cruelty, you've got the health. Now, the next one is the environment, the planet that we live in. Currently, 70% of land in the UK, and this is probably the world as well, is used for animal agriculture, whether that is growing the animals or growing the food to feed those animals. So there are I do apologise, that's the wrong number. There are 8 billion humans on the planet, but there are 90 plus billion animals killed every year for food. 90 plus billion, and they all need to eat something. Everyone goes about soy and cutting down the rainforest. Hi Dan, Dan's up on the roadside right now. Everyone's on about cutting down the rainforest and soy products are killing the planet. 80% of the soy that is grown in the rainforest is actually fed to the animals, not fed to humans, less than that. And, humans, not just vegans eat soy, non-vegans eat soy as well. So there's a devastation on the planet with regards to land use, and we just don't have that land use don't have the ability to feed that many humans meat all the time. Then there is also the problem with regards to pollution. So we're having to ship all this food, all the soy products from South America, or fly it and to feed it to animals in the West. We're also growing food in third world countries where there are people starving, so we can feed it to animals that are grown in the West while these people go without food. And that affects the environment as well. There's all the rubbish from the farms, so all like the shit and the waste and everything that goes into the local rivers and things like that, and that poisons the rivers, which kills wildlife. So there are so many reasons to go vegan, but there's only one reason I'm vegan, and that's for the animals, not for the environment because I fly, and not for my health because I look after my health, but that doesn't, that's a benefit. Who have you ever fought? I've never fought nobody. Eat meat, no thanks Jenny, I did that for 40 years of my life and I don't want to do it anymore because I don't want to pay for them to die. You're sounding really hateful and bigoted right now. How am I sounding hateful and bigoted? Ask another random question. I fight for the animals every day. So that's the kind of warrior I am, if that makes sense. I'm a warrior for the animals. I speak up for them. I speak to people on the street. Kind of have a verbal fight with you guys online when I go live about why the animals should be left alone. Yes, be kind instead, Jenny. That's right. I don't physically fight. I'm a warrior for the animals. I speak up for them. I'm a warrior with words. No, I'm non-violent. Definitely non-violent. Never fought a day in my life. I've got 2 kids that fight all the time, each other. I split up fights. I think a warrior could be so many things, doesn't it? I thought of this name ages ago because my nickname's been Pixie. It's actually my real name now. A warrior. Yes. Pixie's more of a warrior than 99%. Yeah, I fight all the time. I fight for the animals. I fight for their peace and their freedom, and just to let them live out their lives and be happy. Why shouldn't we? Why should they have to die just for a burger? Hey? Why? Do you think a wise person can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can from a wise question? I think I think people that are wise are the ones that actually want to learn and want to educate themselves and want to better themselves in life. But I don't know. Completely understand where you're coming from, but I just don't honestly think meat is a large issue in the world. There are so many other more important things. Okay, there are lots of important things that go on Mars, and there are lots of people that are fighting for rights of other people. There are lots of people that are fighting for the rights of people in Palestine. There are lots of people that are fighting for gay rights, for women rights. You're right, there's so much going on in the world. But there are 8 billion people and 90 plus billion animals dying every day. Now, only 3% of the world currently that we know of are vegan. And only 1% of those 3% are activists. So that's like 0.0000 whatever percentage. I don't even know what that would be, of the world of animal rights activists. So there are so few of us that are currently speaking out for the animals that we need more of us to do it. We need to do it because there's not enough people speaking out for them. Whereas there's a gay rights march and a Black Lives Matter march all the time, and there are so many people speaking out for humans, but there's just, yeah, the animals need a voice. Thank you, yeah, I am. I'm one of those voices. I've got a lot of activist friends. There's a bunch of people up on the roadside now. They're holding signs, letting people know that this is a slaughterhouse. We've got Dave as well, the 40-year-old vegan. Oh my God, Dave does so much activism, like every frickin' day. I wish I could do every day. I have a job, I work for an animal rights organisation called We the Free, so I'm lucky enough that that is my job. So I'm a paid activist, which helps. I have 2 kids, and I do street activism, and then I do this every 2 weeks, because we come here every 2 weeks. How am I not a true vegan? And my pronouns are they, them, not she. Thank you. I used to eat meat. I'm not a meat eater anymore. Not for 9 years. But I am a true vegan now because I speak up for the animals and I have a completely 100% vegan diet. I wear vegan clothes. Eh? Got benches, yeah. Posh.
I got to do a post about you soon for the march.
Okay, I'm just live on YouTube.
Oh, all right.
So Angus, my friend here, he's organising an animal rights march in Bristol. So I was going to have a little chat with him, but I'll still be live.
Okay.
No, yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
Yes. Do you want some Vivo bars?
Yeah, go on. I
Chocolate
thought
bars.
you were gonna. Do you want to? Have you got them here?
Yeah. I've given them 2 boxes down there.
Oh,
and,
okay.
but you can have some as well.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
I'm gonna do a post about you, so you message me what you want me to say if you like.
Okay, cool.
Or I'll do that. But I'll give you a couple now, so I'll be back.
No worries. Yeah, I'm speaking at the Animal Rights March that Angus is organising in May. So spoke last year and it was good. Good. Sorry, I'm back now. You don't think they'll ever be changed? Do you know what, Mars? People thought that about women's getting the vote. Do you know what I mean? The suffragettes went out there and everyone was like, they're mad, they're not going to change anything. But they did. They did change something. Women did get the vote, and women are still fighting for equal rights now because we're still not, women still don't have equal rights. And then gay rights, look at that. Gay was illegal in the UK up until the 70s, 60s, 70s, maybe it was the 60s. But it was illegal for a man to be with another man and a woman to be with another woman. So there were activists that did it and they got that right. And yes, it was men who gave women the right to vote, but women fought for that right to vote, didn't they? Did they not? Did they not burn down buildings? Oh my God, do you think vegans are bad? The suffragettes, they kicked ass, man. So one person might not change anything, but on my last stream, 3 people said they were going to go vegan from this stream. So that changed something, right? Me being here, doing a live, showing you what happens to the pigs that come in, changed something. I'm wondering, it's been like half an hour since the last truck, I'm wondering if they're stopping them from coming in, which means they're parked up on the roadside. We've usually had another one by now. But yeah, and then the stream before that, one person went vegan. They signed in just as I was filming inside the trucks, asked what was happening, and then they went vegan afterwards. Thank you very much, Nathan.
maybe is there anywhere you can think you can put that up?
Well, the thing is, I don't get many people walking past my house.
No,
But,
not in your house.
oh, right.
But like, is there any?
Oh, look at this.
Yeah. Next time you go to a vegan restaurant or something, take it anyway, because.
Yeah, I've got a load of leaflets for like We the Free that I've got to give out. Look at this.
All right, there you go. I'll see you later.
See you later. We've got Mel and Steve coming. We've got Paul Yude. And there's a picture of me. Oh, it's an Animal Rights March. You stopped eating vegan and, bacon and pork? Brilliant. That's great. What's the... It's back to front. I know, it's because it's YouTube reverses it. Pain in the ass, isn't it? Difference in a woman's rights and gay men compared to vegan is that the average Joe doesn't care and won't change. I personally will not change. I respect your views. I don't want you to respect my views. What I want you to respect is their lives. I'm just going to put this in my bag. I want you to respect the innocent animals. What area am I in? I'm in just outside Bristol in a place called Westerly. So, but the thing is, the average Joe does care because you're still here watching, Mars, which makes me think that you do care. You do care. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be here asking questions. So you're obviously curious. And I think that actually, since the bacon comment, after that bacon comment, when you saw the pigs on that last truck, you've actually been really respectful, Mars. So, but I want you to respect them, not me. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if everyone watching the stream doesn't like me and thinks I'm annoying or that I'm a weird woke person or anything like that. But what I do care about is that you connect with those animals, and that's what 3 people did on the last stream that I did 2 weeks ago. And the one before that, one person said they were going vegan straight away. So, you know, who gave us the right? It depends on who you talk to, Dor. Sometimes it is God. I don't. Some people it's like the cavemen, but makes anyway. Am I forcing it on you, Nick? Did I force you to open the stream and watch it? And Pickle? Or did you just like log on? Am I forcing you? Am I holding you down? Am I making you stay on the stream and watch and listen to me talk about animal rights? Don't think I am. I think you're here by choice. You can turn this off and go away and not listen anymore. Thanks for joining if you do log off. But I don't force people to be vegan. I talk to them on the street. I'm talking to them on the street. I'm not forcing people to come onto this live stream and listen to me talk about animal rights and why I think you should be vegan, why I want you to look at the pigs in the truck. There's no need for you to log in and watch that. So, Ellen's gone back to being vegan then, if I'm like Ellen, because she's not vegan anymore. Was she ever in the first place? I don't think it would be appropriate to hold someone down and lock them in a room and force them onto a vegan diet, because that's what I think forcing would be. But no, you're right, Dave, you can't force people to be a decent person. But no, for me, if you're saying forcing someone to be vegan, when I think about forcing someone, I think, right, let's lock them in a basement, force them to wear vegan clothes and stop wearing wool and leather and dead animal skin, force them to eat vegan food. I'd tie them to the chair and force feed them vegan food. That would be what I would say would be forcing. So no, I don't think that's right, to tie someone up to a chair and feed them vegan food. But there you go. That's what I think. Okay, right, we're getting onto this, are we? Piddy Fizz, Fitz, or whatever your name is. Right, so you probably missed earlier, but there are 90 plus billion animals on the planet that are killed for food every year. Now, they all eat plants. Pigs eat plants, chickens eat plants, and the cows eat plants and things like that, right? So we have to feed those 90 plus billion land animals a year. So if you really care about all the insects and the small animals that are killed from agriculture, from plant agriculture, then you would go vegan, because by being vegan, you're killing less of them, because the cows eat way more food than we would ever eat in a day. Oh, look, there's an argument going on. My pronouns are they, them, by the way. Yeah, I like the taste of animals. I don't eat them anymore, but I used to because I like the taste. Animals. I didn't stop eating animals because I didn't like the taste of meat. That's not why I stopped eating animals. I stopped eating animal flesh because I know it's wrong. Morally, I know it's wrong to eat them. Right, Mars, do you have an animal friend at home, like a dog or a cat or anything like that? I'm going to get these chocolate bars. Oh. My friend gave me a bunch of chocolate bars, so I'll give them out at our next activism event, I think. We are animals as well. But yeah, do you have any animal friends? You have two dogs and a cat and two cats. I have a dog and two cats. So do you think they only, they have personalities? Do you think your dog and your cats feel pain and sadness and happiness? That's what I want to know, Mars. I quite like talking to you, Mars. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram if you want to chat more. But yeah, do your cats and dog feel pain and suffering? Do they each have their own personality? You feel sorry for people that mod my YouTube? Right, yeah, so you do, Mars. Great, brilliant. What are your dogs and your cats' names? Your dog and your cat's names, sorry. Okay. So, when you walk in to your house after being out at work or being out hunting in Alaska, does your dog get excited to see you? Do they like jump up and want to they're so excited because you're back? Willow and the cats Peggy and Pumpkin like it. I don't know why I've got no empathy. I'm talking to Mars right now. I'm just going to ignore the other ones. Just once again, my pronouns are they, them, not she. Thanks. Right, so Willow, when you walk in, that's a lovely name for a dog, by the way. Does Willow get excited to see you, jump up, give you lots of licks, and just oh? So they all have personalities, right? So Mars, what I'd ask you to do is the pigs that you saw on the truck earlier when you were like, bacon. Do you think those pigs have personalities and feel pain and can suffer and feel sadness and feel joy and all of the things that your dog, Willow, and your cats, Peggy and Pumpkin, feel? That's what I'd like to know. Still waiting for another truck, man. They have beating hearts, they do. They have a central nervous system. But I'm non-binary, so that's my chosen. Does it hurt you, sweets? Sweet treats, does that hurt you? Yeah, unfortunately I would imagine they do. They do, Mars, they do. I've been to animal sanctuaries. I don't know where you are in the world. Message me on Instagram, tell me where you are in the world, and I'll tell you your locust animal sanctuary that you can go to, the closest one to you. And you can go and see animals there that have been freed and rescued and are living out their lives at this sanctuary and just running around and just, I met a sheep at a sanctuary in Portugal about last month, and they were 18 years old. I've never met a sheep that was 18, and he was living his best life, man. And you endorse it. Okay. Message me on Instagram, Mars. Vegan Pixie Warrior. It's exactly the same as it is on here. And I will send you a link to your nearest animal sanctuary. And you can go and see these animals being happy and living out their life. It is amazing. it fills me with joy going to these places. I'm really lucky that there's like 3 near me. So there's this place called Dean Farm, which is just over the bridge in Wales, and they have an amazing sanctuary there with cows and pigs and goats and sheep and chickens, and they're, oh my God, they're so lovely and happy, and they just come running over to you, and oh, they've got their own personalities, they're beautiful. And then there's another one called Pear Tree Farm, which is in Wales, and they have the most amazing goats there. They just follow you around. They're so friendly and so lovely. And they have a few pigs there as well, which is lovely. Actually, the pig on my YouTube channel, that's at Pear Tree Farm. And then the other place we've got is called Base Retreat, and that's actually a vegan Airbnb that you can go and stay at and then be surrounded by these animals. And they have like, oh, I'll have to go, okay, no worries, Dave, I'll speak to you soon, okay? See you, legend. So yeah, if you go to Base Retreat Sanctuary, you can stay there, and they have like turkeys and chickens and rabbits. They have rabbits that are rescued from animal testing sites there as well. So yeah, definitely worth checking out your local sanctuary. But please send me a message on Instagram, and Mars, and we can talk more, because I feel like you get it. I feel like you get it. Empty truck coming out. Not, I think that's the one that we, oh no, was it? No, not seen that one yet. I've got to sign their paperwork out. Can you see the truck? So that was filled, 3 layers, and it was filled with pigs, and they all would have been in there, offloaded, and they'll be lowered into a gas chamber some point today, and they will die for a bacon sandwich, 6 months old. Making sure. Kills me seeing an empty truck. I don't know which is worse, seeing a full truck of pigs or seeing an empty truck. You know they're gone, and you can't do anything for them. You can't rescue them. You can't rescue them. You can't take them off the truck. You can't give them a home. They're gone in. But there are the lucky few that are animal sanctuaries, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, just definitely send me a message. I'm only getting meat from local butchers, friends that have harvested animals themselves. Harvested. I struggle with that word. It's like, wasn't there a show or a film where they talk about harvesting humans? Like, you wouldn't say that, would you? Oh. Yeah, pre-vegans here, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep up trolling the vegan, definitely. Oh, but I'm still waiting for another truck. I don't know if they've stopped because they know I'm here. Usually there's been one by now. But the drivers will message each other going, there's a vegan at the slaughterhouse. Don't let them see what's going on. You're cannibalistic. What, you eat humans? Ugh. Well, at least you're consistent. At least you're consistent. But yeah, if there's another truck coming in, I will do it. But I'll give it, let's see what time we're at. I'll give it another 15 minutes, and then I'll end the live, and then I'll go up and join my friends on the roadside and raise awareness of what's here. Ha! Yeah, it does a little bit. I like ice gems. They're vegan, you know. Accidentally vegan. Same as party rings. Take it you're in the UK. The hairstyle isn't something a woman wears. Well, I'm non-binary. What should women wear? Women can wear what they want, right? Why should society dictate how someone looks? You do what's comfortable for you, and this is comfortable for me. My hair, I'm the one that's got to look at it all day. I like it, so I don't care. It says something when people are like just literally commenting on the way people look. Thanks, darling. You're cool too. I don't want to be cool. I just want to be a voice for the animals and hopefully get someone to go vegan on this stream and connect with them. I'm hoping that another truck comes in the next 10 minutes so I can show you the pigs on the truck. But I have a very funny feeling that they've clocked on that I'm live. They've told each other, the drivers are telling each other, and they're waiting in a lay-by up the road. And they're not going to come down here because they don't want me to show you the condition that the pigs are kept in on that truck. They don't want me to show you how rammed in these 6-month-old babies are, that they can't move. They cannot move in that truck because they are squashed in. They kick each other, they fight, they're covered in scars. The shit is just everywhere. There's just, the truck's full of shit. Pigs are actually quite clean animals. They're actually quite clean. They don't want to be covered in their own shit and filth. So they don't want me to show you the condition that they're in. And over the summer when I come here, you'll see their pigs sweating in there and literally struggling under the heat and having fits because it's so hot in those trucks and it gets so hot here that they actually struggle in there. I do think it's people coming in here messing about appearance. Yeah, no, I agree, Mars, but just ignore them. The thing is, I find that people that are in here messaging about my appearance, usually it's because they don't feel, they have insecurities themselves about how they look. And coming on live on YouTube, if you're live on any platform like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, you've got to expect that if you're putting yourself out there, people are going to comment on the way you look. It's just part and parcel. I'm not here for compliments on looking great or anything like that. I don't care. I'm nearly 50 miles as well. If I was in my 20s, I'd probably be really hurt by it, but I'm nearly 50, so I'm quite comfortable in myself. You get to that age when you get that old. You get that, when you get to nearly 50, you don't really care about what people think about you anymore, about the way you look. I'm happy with how I look. There's loads of beeps. I can hear loads of beeps up on the roadside. I've got fellow activists up there that are holding signs and pictures of pigs on and saying go vegan and watch Pignorant, which is a YouTube video on Joey Carbstrong's YouTube channel. Oh, there's a truck coming. Oh no, it's one filled with gas. Yeah, and they've got signs showing people that this is a slaughterhouse down here, and they say beep to support the animals, and then as the cars go past at the end of the road, they beep to support. What are we talking about here, Kat? We are talking about animals. I'm an animal rights activist. My name is Pixie. I've been an animal rights activist for 8 years this September, and I've been vegan for 9 years this August. We are at a slaughterhouse called Pilgrims. So it's reverse view on YouTube Live, so it's a pain in the ass. But we're at Pilgrim Slaughterhouse where they kill 6-month-old pigs by lowering them into a gas chamber. So I'm just waiting for another truck to come in so I can show you. But we are going to have to end the live stream soon so I can go up on the roadside because we'll be ending our vigil at 12 o'clock here. So there's a reason why representatives have a strict rule on their appearance. Well, do you know what? They shouldn't. It doesn't matter. Human psychology is fucked. But there will be people on here that I appeal to. So, again, don't care. I am Pixie, yeah. I gave myself the name Pixie, actually. I came out as non-binary in May last year and changed my name to my nickname, my nickname has been Pixie since I was in my 20s. So I just thought that was the natural one to go from that. Well, I'll go from my old name, my dead name, to my new name. This is one of the places where yummy bacon comes from, yeah. But you can get really good vegan bacon now that doesn't taste like cardboard. Actually tastes really good. This is a good one. Then I think Richmond's, they do a vegan bacon as well, but any supermarket you can find it. I'm trying to reach humans. Yeah, I'm trying to reach humans and get them to go vegan. Came out as non-binary, didn't realise it was like a sexuality mad. Well, yeah, I don't know, is it coming out? But I just decided I didn't really fit into that, but I'm not here to talk about my identity. I don't think the meat industry is cruel enough to deprive animals from life. Change my mind. What? That's not bacon, that's garbage presenting to be food. Yeah, exactly. It's bacon is not food. Well, they're not garbage either. It's a dead animal. It's a 6-month-old baby that's been lowered into a gas chamber here at Pilgrims. Lowered into a gas chamber where they suffocate, burn from the inside out. Someone waving at me there from the slaughterhouse. Never mind. And then they have their throats slit where they bleed out, and then they're turned into bacon and sausages. Ugh. And I used to eat that shit. I used to eat dead flesh, rotting animals, carcasses, dead beings. Not okay. And then I went vegan. And my life changed. And now I'm an animal rights activist after eating animals for 40 years of my life. Any other questions on being vegan? Anyone here? Clean screen. Is it not clean? So anyone here that is, if you're vegan, press 1 in the chat. If you're vegan curious, press 2. And if you're an animal abuser, press 3. Let's see how many vegans we've got. 1 vegan. We are going to end in a minute. There's no trucks. I bet you as soon as I close off the camera, a security guard will let them know that I've gone, and then a truck will come down. I really want one more truck to come down. Mars, you're vegan curious. Oh, was that 23? 23 is a magic frickin' number. Animal abuser in here, and another vegan. Why are you an animal abuser then? What is it? They're not worried about you. No, probably not. I'm not worried about me, I'm worried about them in there. Oh, you mean they're not worried about me? Well, why haven't another truck come down? Here we go, there's another truck coming. So I'm just gonna take my camera off and then we'll film the pigs. So if you are an animal abuser, stay tuned. Just literally stay online. Let me show you what's going on. I'm just gonna take my phone off the tripod. A minute. Switch the camera around. It's quite high up, and I am short as fuck, just to let you know. So I don't know what footage I'm going to get on. I am very tiny. I'm only 5 foot tall, so. Any tips for getting rid of animal products, eggs? Message me, Youngblood, message me on Instagram, on Vegan Pixie Warrior, and I will send you a link of where you can find out that information. Let's see if we can get any more. I'm really sorry guys, but I am literally 5 foot tall, so I can't see if you're getting any good footage from here, or if you're able to see what's going on inside these trucks. But you can see these 6-month-old babies are rammed on this truck. Rammed in together, and they will be slowed into a gas chamber in the slaughterhouse, where it will take them quite a while to pass out from the pain and suffering. And then they will be sliced up. These are all 6-month-old babies, and you can see this truck's got 1, 2, 3 tiers of pigs. The driver's pulling out now. You can hear them screaming. I don't know if you can hear the pigs in there. Oh, hate it. That truck took the corner really fast, my friend Dan says, up the road. Look at the pretty picture of the pig on the back. A happy pig. Now, I don't know how good the footage was of me showing inside that truck because it was quite high up. And like I said, I'm like literally 5 foot tall. It is heart-wrenching, Dor. Absolutely heart-wrenching. But yeah, can you tell me, did those pigs look as happy as that picture of the pig on the back of the truck or not? Did you think? I quite like it when the trucks are like that and I can't see because I don't really want to look. But the truck, my friend Danny, who's up on the roadside, said the truck took the corner really fast. They don't give a fuck about the animals in there. They don't give a flying fuck. The way they drive on the roads, it's absolutely horrendous. They do know what's happening though, Gort. The thing is, do you know pigs have a really good sense of smell and they also have a really good like hearing as well. So they can, as they're driving up here, they can already smell the blood in there and they can hear their brothers and sisters screaming because their hearing is exceptional. So they do know what's happening. Don't tell me they don't. Gort, do you have a dog or a cat at home or a companion animal of any sorts? That's what I'd like to know. And then I'll answer your other question as well. In fact, while you're answering me that question, if you've got any companion animals, I'll answer your other question. Of course it's sad, but how do you plan on making people stop buying food? I don't want to make people stop buying food. I want them to buy different food. So I don't want them to see animals as food. I want them to see animals as sentient individual beings that have a want to live their lives out rather than being killed at 6 months old, actually live to their age of 12 when pigs normally die. So, but if you have a dog or a cat and you put them in there, they would know that something bad is going to happen. Of course they fucking do. They're not stupid. They're not stupid. They really aren't. I used to eat meat, find it. I used to. 40 years I ate meat. 40 years of my life I ate animals. What does a meat eater look like? Is that meant to be an insult from a meat eater? You look like you eat meat. It's funny. Pigs are very intelligent. They're really intelligent. Do you know pigs can recognise themselves, their reflection in a mirror? Dogs can't do that. Dogs can't do that. You know they won't be born if we don't farm them. Yes, I do. Exactly. I don't want them to be born into a life where they're treated like products, they're treated like numbers, they're not given individuality, they're not given love, and then they are killed at 6 months old. Yeah, I don't want them to be born into that. Would you? Thank you. Right, I'm going to log off now. I just wanted to say that last one. But the thing is, just go back into the question from earlier from Gort. I've done this live stream every 2 weeks, and the last one, 3 people on the stream decided they were going vegan, and the one before that, one person said they were going vegan. So that's enough for me. I've had a really lovely conversation with someone else on here as well, who came on first of all when the first truck was in and said, bacon. But by the end of it, we'd had a really good, open-minded conversation, and they're going to reach out to me on Instagram, and hopefully I can get them to go vegan. So it makes it all worth it to me. Makes it all worth it. And I get to share, you know, their story, these animal stories. I've got news for you. We were all treated like, yes, we are, Gort. We are. We are treated like cattle. We've treated humans like cattle. We've treated women like cattle. We've treated black people like cattle. We have. It doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right. You can either be part of the problem or part of the solution. You can be on the right side of history. Just because everyone else fucking does it doesn't mean you have to do it. You can like actually choose not to. You can choose not to. I don't think it looks more comfortable. Is the morning train filled with loads of shit everywhere? Is it really? But you're confusing the narrative with the reality. How am I confusing it? The reality is that they are 6 months old, are taken to a slaughterhouse, lowered into a gas chamber filled with CO2 gas, where they die and they suffocate, and then their throats are slit just so we can have a carcinogenic piece of bacon that will put us in hospital with heart disease, diabetes, cancer, all of those fucking things. What's the point? What's the point? Why not live kindly? This is what I don't understand. Like, why pre-vegans get so angry and pissed off at vegans that are just trying not to do harm. They're just trying not to do harm. Okay? But I'm going to go, but thanks for tuning in. If any of you are curious about going vegan, please check out challenge22.com. If you want to have any more questions, then reach out to me on Instagram under Vegan Pixie Warrior. I'll happily answer any curious questions about veganism. Why should you care about the age? I don't know. I do. They're 6 months old. They don't need to be killed. We don't need to. Not dead. 9 years vegan this year and not dead. So I'm going to go. Thank you very much, Dawn. I will keep it up. I'll be back here in 2 weeks. The dye you put in your hair, no, it didn't. My dye's not tested on animals. It's vegan. Fuck's sake. Come up with a different thing, please. Right, the chickens are not 6 months old when they're killed. Chickens killed for meat, by the way, are at 6 weeks old. They're 6 weeks old when they're killed for animals. I'm going to go. I will see you guys in 2 weeks' time. So have a nice life. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe. See you in 2 weeks. See you later. Bye.